The Western Cape health authorities are warning of a third wave of COVID-19 in the absence of a vaccine. The province has entered the peak of its second wave. Extra beds, hospital staff and more oxygen are in place to deal with what comes over the next 2 weeks. The Garden Route district has passed its COVID-19 peak and the rate of infections there has stabilized. Ayesha Ismail has the latest.
Western Cape health authorities say they've learnt a lot from the first and second waves of COVID-19, especially about the new variant.
So once you've got herd immunity from a vaccine perspective, then you normalize it like we would normally do with flu, and it becomes part of your normal annual vaccination. We're still quite far away from that. So therefore, the gap between full herd immunity from a vaccination program and the second wave is quite a sizable gap for even most first world countries, or countries across the world. So expecting and planning and mitigating for a third wave will become a reality when we come out of the second wave.
Keith Clutie explains how a peak is calculated.
We use what is called the 7-day average. So it's when your 7-day average, which means you take the last 7 days, and you say all the new cases you had in the last 7 days divided by 7, and you compare that to all the new cases you had in the 7 days before then. The peak is when those two numbers starts becoming the same.
Clutie says during the peak, the pressure on hospitals is still very high. The numbers of cases and deaths remain steep, but this is expected to start easing over the coming weeks. Ayesha Ismail, Cape Town.